Um, so many people are asking who I am. Let me disclose myself in a few seconds. Um, I'm a chief priest. Being a chief priest means I intercede on people's behalf by offering sacrifices to deities on behalf of those people that seek my services. And I do this by making sure I align people with their spiritual forces, because each and every one of us came into this life accompanied by spiritual forces. But we don't actually know this because so many of our religious centers have refused to divulge this secret to us. That each time a man is born, he actually didn't come alone. He's accompanied with spiritual forces. Mm? And that is why, and that is why that we need to take our spiritual life seriously. So many of us don't understand spiritual things, but do you know when you sleep and if you're spiritually active, so many things will be shown to you in the dream. And what you call sleep is actually not, but sleep was created in form of you resting so that information about or what you're going to do will be revealed to you through that for, event of resting. But most people, because of their body is very dense and heavy, so the medium being the body is now very difficult to ingest or accept information from the spiritual realm and now translate it to the physical realm. Like the body, the human body you're seeing here is not actually a body, it's a machine. This human body is a machine. And if you understand the machine from the head to the spinal cord to the nervous system to the every body parts of the human body, you realize that everything was built for a purpose. And only the Creator knows the purpose why this body was built. Human beings were supposed to be a form of a medium that transmits information from the spirit realm to the physical realm. And that is why today we're having so much inventions going on. Most people will see a kind of item that has been produced, either in form of automobile or gadgets or mobile communication tools or gadgets, and all that. The more you marvel about it, the more you should know that the creator had a design in mind, and it's difficult for you to understand the mind of the creator, and you can only understand this by delving into spiritual waters. So some of the things we see in the spirit, most people have not gotten there because there's level. Spirit has level. Like presently, like someone like me now, if I tell myself I'm going to wake up by 12, something wakes me up without an alarm. I don't need an alarm to wake up. Exactly 12 and the dots, I'll wake up. If I tell myself now, I tell my spiritual forces, I want to wake up by 2 a.m. in the night. That's towards morning time. Exactly 2 a.m. something wakes me up, which means that there's levels spiritually. And as someone that's been a chief priest, I move in realms that people find it difficult to go into because that is my calling. And because it's my calling, it makes it easier for me to operate in that realm. But all I'm telling you that you yourself that you have not reached that realm, you can build it. And how do you build it? You have to create time for you and your spiritual forces to always work together. You have to have a communion service with them at all times. And that is why we're teaching people, like using all these natural items, because these items are the items that connect with nature, because nature is spirituality. Everything that's done in nature is showing you what spirituality is all about. Like the native chalk you see me applied here, it is gotten from the deeper part of the soil. That's where native chalk emanated from. So when we're using native chalk, or we're using alligator pepper, for those people that have seen alligator pepper before, or we're using using ogirisi leaves or the stem, all these things are natural items that never. And that is why I'm teaching this. I said, if you're coming into Igbo spirituality or African spirituality, make sure you have a small altar in your room where you venerated the spirit. Make sure you create a small altar. And to create a small altar it's not hard. You can get a side stool, or you can get a small table, just within that same size of the side stool. Put in a white cloth. There are other items you put on it. Yeah, candlestick holder can be there with your candlestick on it. You can have a space where you put your native chalk, and maybe a small white plate where you can put your native chalk. You can have maybe another container where you put your alligator pepper. Then you keep your dry gin closer. So what do? Anytime you want to venerate your spiritual forces, be it your guardian angel or your ancestors, where you do is that each time you come to that temple, that's where you've told your spiritual forces that you're going to be attending to them. What you do is that whenever you come there, you light your candle. That's the first thing you do. You light your candle. You light your candle. Let there be light. Then you can hit any sound. You can make a sound with your hand. You can make a sound with your voice. You can make a sound with the gong or a bell. I think you can get a small bell. Just make a sound whenever you come to that place of worship. Speak your mind. You might not be in a loud voice or using a loud tone. Speak your mind, say your intentions. You light up your incense. You can get an incense stick holder in that same chair where you put all those things on. The things I mentioned candle, I mentioned incense stick holder, candle stick holder, a white plate where you keep your native chalk and your alligator pepper. These are the things that you use in forming an altar. That is where, whenever you're pouring your heart, you always pour libation. Pouring libation means you're connecting with the land. That is what pouring of libation means. Each time you take that dry gin or that alcohol, that dry gin, each time you pour it on the ground, you're connecting, you're sealing your agreement with the land. That is what it means. You're always, each time you're pouring, you're saying some words. You can be pouring the libation as you keep saying what, because it's that connection within you and the land that makes your prayer to work faster. So these are the things we teach in Igbo spirituality. It's not diabolical practice. It is not. It's just a way of you keeping yourself clean. And before you come to your altar, make sure you cleanse. You can bathe, or you can wash your face and your hands, and probably your feet if you want. So you need to be doing this so that you are telling your spiritual forces that you're taking these things serious. They should also take you serious. Don't always go there because you want money. Money is not the basis of you creating an altar. The reason why you are there is to make sure you are aligning with them, that you are seeing them as your backbone and support. That if you leave them, that you become vulnerable to spiritual attacks, because spiritual attacks is everywhere. So many people want to see you down, and so many people want to rejoice over your hurt. So many people want to see that you are gone. So many people are not happy that you are alive. So many people are not happy that you're doing well. So it's a natural thing. It doesn't. So you aligning yourself with spiritual forces means that you have a very strong backup and protective barrier against all these spiritual attacks. So in conclusion, please, if you find this video helpful, if you enjoy watching this video, try to give it a thumbs up, because it makes YouTube to promote our videos. And you can also share this video. Someone else may benefit from it. You can share this video on your social media handles. And then if you want personal to meet me, you want to have a spiritual consultation with me, I run Alpha services. On Alpha, I can be able to unravel what has happened in the past that is holding you captive, or what may happen in the future that will spoil the things you are laboring for. Because each time you are laboring without taking cognizance of preparing protective things around what you're laboring for, you end up, you will become like that proverbial statement that they said in Igbo land. You are laboring for another person that don't even know the value of what you're laboring for. So you need to be always updated to keep yourself abreast of current reality. Always make sure you are always in the right, doing the right things. So if you want to have, or you have any comment concerning what you've watched, or you enjoy it, you can place a comment. All these things make this video worth it while. So thanks for stopping by. So if you want to contact me, or you have any question you want to have personal, to ask me personally, my WhatsApp number is 090-4011-3281. Thanks for stopping by. Nyagazie.